Give me like a few more seconds, guys. Hello, 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 everybody. Yeah, it's me. It's the purple guy. Words. Do I sound okay? I got a new microphone. Hopefully because of reasons. Hopefully it's coming. Hopefully the audio's. You're hearing me, right? Are you hearing me? Oh yeah, you can hear me! I did something right! I'm so happy! Okay, let me just pull out chat. Hi everybody. Hello. As you guys know, let me actually turn on my, I was about to say my microphone. Let me turn on my microphone, as I've been ranting here for a second. Let me turn on the webcam. The fake webcam, my VTube cam. Hi everybody. It's purple here. And today we're gonna be doing something very weird for a furry channel. We're gonna be talking about probably the most non-furry setting, even though it still canonically has furries in it. Warhammer 40,000, probably my favorite tabletop game. Unfortunately, just like D&D, the company is not the best, especially for pricings, but we'll talk about it a little later. Let's see. We can hear ya. Hooray! Okay, that's good. I'm going to be explaining the, tomorrow, I'm going to have King of Gnomes, my boyfriend here. He's recently gotten to 40k after refusing for 2 years. I didn't make him. I got on my knees and screamed no in the middle of the friendly local game store when my freaking friend, Sadtari, or Sad for short, and my other friend, Possum Boy, he doesn't really have an online name, convinced him to buy a combat patrol of orcs. Oops, and now he's like, man, I really like building models. Oh no! So I'm going to educate him on the Horus Heresy and Great Crusade tomorrow in a kind of Adeptus ridiculous, but for furries. Adeptus furrius, if you will. Today, though, I'll be going through the factions for those of you who don't know about Warhammer. Warhammer 40,000. Thank you, Double the Protogen. You've been saying that for a while, but it's bringing me pain every time I say it. Thank you. Whoa! Yeah, and the orcs. We're gonna go over the orcs. We're gonna go over everything. It's going to be just a really crappy version of Bricky's video. If you want a good version of this stream, go over to Bricky's channel. He has actually good video on all the factions. Oh my god, Epic Astria, thank you so much for, hey, the membership for a year! Jesus Christ! It's been a year! Oh! Oh, so fun! That doesn't make my bones feel like they're turning to dust. Anyways, thank you so much. I need to stop shouting. Okay, thank you so much for, I'm going to bring down the volume because we're going to be talking about Grim Darkness. Or Grim Dark. And the Grim Darkness of the 41st Millennium. And I'm going to give you a basic rundown of the tabletop, just the general hobby, a bit of the lore, and then all the factions. And yeah, basically, me hitting 40k is an excuse to talk about 40k. Is this just, am I just using this as an excuse to just wheel my channel in a weird direction for a single week? Yes, I am. Anyways, can we get some toasters in chat for Astria? Thank you so much. It really helps me out. And also, hey, now you got the little ram icon for a year. Jeez, it's been so long. It's been so long. Anyways, let's see. Oh, I should probably go to live chat so I can see everything that's happening in chat. Oh, God. Oh, I see eggplants. Let's just put you in timeout. Okay. Slanesh will not be in this stream. But Purple, I thought furries were patrons to Slanesh. And you know, it's whatever. Anyways, so thank you so much, Drew the Shoreline Durg, for the membership for 9 months. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. Can we get some toasters in chat? Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry. Right. Have to get that out of the way. Now let's go. Cooking dinner while listening to the generic Protogen explain lore. Okay, so these... God damn it! Let me talk about chainsaw swords! This is the excuse to save Warhammer. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, Epic Castria, thank you so much for the $2. 4K universe is such a nice universe to live in. Okay, listen. People who, like, say, wow, your favorite fictional universe, wouldn't you love to live in that? No, not for 40K. Star Wars, maybe. Star Trek, definitely. Warhammer, no, you would not want to live there. Warhammer is the franchise that was coined Grimdark from. The phrase Grimdark came from 40K. That 40K tagline! God damn it! Let me... Guys, can we please stop hitting the send button for the first 5 minutes? I'm trying to talk. Purple, it's not counted as an excuse if forgot the 40K channel. I do have a 40K channel. I posted a single video about Votan and forgot it existed. As that I've been kind of busy doing other stuff. I'll eventually upload a few more things to there, but you know. Anyways, oh my God, Shadow Dark Heart, thank you so much for that. Hey, £1.72 is that the coins they use? Anyways, thank you so much. Hey, Purple, never been able to catch a stream. No, why do you ask? I want to help people learn. I know so much. Oh, you probably would know more than me. So please, 10, be my shy and correct me when I screw something up immensely. Anyways, Shy Ping, no, King's at work. King's at work. Tomorrow will be the day he'll be here in person, sitting next to me, and we'll just be talking about the Great Crusade and Horus Heresy specifically, but today we're going to be talking about overview and each faction. Can't wait till the Depths Corps of Creed come up. They're just a sub-faction in the Guard, so I'm probably going to give them like 3 sentences. I'm very sorry. Anyways, oh my God, Epic Astria, thank you so much for the $2! Guys, stop throwing money at me! I haven't said anything yet! Star Wars would be a crappy universe to be into. I mean, yeah, but like not as crappy. Star Wars doesn't have servitors running around everywhere and exterminatus. like the Death Star was just a Blackstone fortress, and Abaddon is rolling around, got like, what, 3 of them? And every Inquisitor could just blow up planets, exterminatus planets, just if they smell a little tiny bit of heresy. I'll get into that later. Anyways, little lag. Oh no, lag. If my stream dies randomly, it's because my internet just decided to, what's it called? To die! There we go! So, there will be a new stream up in the next, like, 5 minutes. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm great. Okay, so, let's start out with chatting about 40K. Huh? Star Wars is dystopian. Oh, not as dystopian as 40K. Let me preference everything that I'm going to say with this simple phrase. 40K is a ridiculous setting on purpose. If not still, it was originally made as almost a satire to stuff. It's like the Imperium is basically 1984 without any of the subtlety. Not my own words, but it's very tongue-in-cheek, you know? So if something sounds very stupid and silly, that's because it is. And generally, and that's why 40K always wins. Like, if you put 40K up against, like, any other universe, 40K always wins, because, while the standard issue weapon of the Astartes, aka the Space Marines, is a 75 caliber, 2-stage rocket assault rifle, aka the bolter, or bolt gun. Anyways, I'll get into that later. So first, overview of not the setting, but the game. Sorry if I'm looking off into the distance. I'm mixing my gamer powders. Yum. Made with real gamers. Caffeine included. 1 scoop, 2 scoops, and a half a scoop. That was a little lot. That was a lot. Oops. That should be fine. You should catch up on your 1984 dystopia lore. Yay! God. Okay. Hey, Jivy's here. Hey! God, my lungs. That's fine. Warhammer 40k only toaster stream. What? Huh? Excuse me? Anyways, so... let me explain my journey into Warhammer 40k. So before the channel, long before all of that, I went to my friendly local game store for D&D, and they were having a big sale. And they were selling something called Warhammer 40k Starter Box No Fear for $50. It's usually $80, which is insane because that is probably the best deal of Warhammer ever. Warhammer is a miniatures game. It's played with little army guys that you buy, you clip out, you build like with glue and like X-Acto knives and stuff. You then paint and then you play them. There's no board or anything. Well, there is like a board, like mats and like terrain and stuff, but there's no like spaces and stuff, you know? There's it uses inches, you know, each guy could like move a certain number of inches, and that's kind of how you play. If I was actually to go into the rules of 40k, we'd be here all day, but that's generally what you have to know. Both players buy, assemble, and paint armies. Sometimes they don't do the last one, like me. I need to paint like 80% of my miniatures that I own, and then you play them against each other. There's rules for every unit, blah, 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 and there's a massive amount of lore to go along with this. I'm talking like hundreds of books, full novels, about Warhammer 40k, Warhammer Fantasy, and Warhammer Age of Sigmar. It's a lot. So, a single sentence from what I'm going... So when I later actually explain the factions, if I say a single sentence about a faction, know that that single sentence is probably a full novel somewhere. It's very, it's a lot. Let's see. When the purple thing talks, speak about fantasy. I know practically nothing about Warhammer Fantasy. I've played Total War Warhammer, and I love Total War Warhammer 2. And that's pretty much... And I play a little bit of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, but besides that, I know pretty much nothing about Warhammer Fantasy. So, very sorry. Let's see. Purple has flat beans. What are you talking about? They got some depth.
Hugo, my fav streamer, how is Chew? Your one maid / money mine. I'm back
what?
with cash again. Well, now when are you gonna do a milking stream over?
God damn it! I'm trying to do a Warhammer 40k stream. In the grim darkness of the future, there's only war. I'm like, thank you so much, Raina Steel Scale, for the £5. It really means a lot and helps me out immensely. Could we get some toasters in chat? But like, That's words. Sorry, why are people throwing money at me? I haven't actually explained anything yet. Anyway, sorry. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I just don't understand what I'm doing to deserve this. Anyways, what was I saying? Right. Warmer, you know, you paint the miniatures. Let me see if I could get like a picture. I'm gonna get a picture up of what I mean by, let's see, Warhammer 40k. Cool. Warhammer 40k. I'm gonna grab an image. I'm gonna put it on screen. Let's see. Spice Marine. Sure. Let's do Space Marines. Actually, yeah, let's do space. Those are the first guys that come up. Save. Okay, save image. Open the image. And yeah. Let's see. Media. Screen capture. Capture that screen. There we go. Okay, so. Oh, that didn't really work. Purple, get out of the way! Okay, so, yeah, so that's what Warhammer looks like on the tabletop. That's what it looks like in real life. They're little tiny miniatures. They usually look gray before you paint them, but once you paint them, and that's a pretty good paint job. This is professional. Was this in a codex? I think this was in a codex. But yeah, you collect little guys, you assemble them together. Each kind of unit costs like a certain number of points. Usually a standard game is like 2,000 points. Oh, that's a big tournament game. Between 1,000 and 2,000 points, I usually try for 1,500.
Go order a pizza and eat it while on stream. Spend this money on the pizza.
I'm eating out with King later on today. And I already had a snack earlier, so that's sorry about that. But yeah, that is generally what it is. Sorry, let me get to you just a second, Rada. First I'm gonna finish this thought before I get sidetracked. You know, there's like different guys, there's like commanders, there's tanks, you see all those tanks in the background. They're hell to build, but some of them are pretty easy to build. Some of them take hours. Painting is super fun, but I barely do it. And playing is pretty cool when they aren't making things overpowered all the time. Balance in 40k is a little whack. Anyways, so... Oh my god, Raina, thank you so much for the 7 pounds! Hey! But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to order a pizza right now. Let's see. Oh my god, Shadow Darkheart. Welcome to Simp! Wait, what? Why would you... Hope you enjoyed those emojis! I don't know why you enjoyed Simp membership, but thank you. It means a lot. It helps me out immensely. Yeah, you already said that. Toasters, guys! Speaking of toasters, the Mechanicus. I'll get into that later. Nakis, check if someone has made art. Oh, no, it's a story in universe. I'm not explaining that assassin story. Let's see. Oh, whoa, smash me orcs. They're gonna crump ya, but it's gonna be very painful. Why are you guys like this? Why are you guys... The Ultramarines are so boring! Who would paint Ultramarines, am I right? I paint Ultramarines. I'm gonna repaint them as a custom chapter, but, like, I'm sorry. Anyways, so, look at Miyumi's over here! Okay, I need to actually start going through the factions. I'm tempted just to go on GW's website and just re-scroll through the model ranges, but then you guys would see the prices. Oh lord! The reason why more people aren't into Warhammer is because it costs about as much as, 40k to play. Warhammer 40k costs about 40k to play. I would suggest getting into the lore. Please don't actually play 40k. I mean that in the nicest way possible. As in... You say, I'll just buy... Three of my friends, four of my friends now have said, I'm going to buy a single model kit of 40k, it's just going to be a kill team, aka a smaller version of Warhammer where there's only like 10 guys. And then they're like, I'll just buy a few more guys to have a small patrol detachment. Oh, I'll buy a few more guys to have a full army. Okay, I got a full army now. Well, obviously I need a second army in case a friend comes over and they don't have one. And then you never come back. Oh my god, Shadow Darkheart, thank you so much for the 2 pounds! I said because I need more Pop-Tarts. I do not have any Pop-Tarts. I could send you one in the mail? Huh? Purple is bald! Oh, whoa! Actually, no, I need a haircut because it keeps getting in my eyes. If you're wondering why I keep rubbing my face, yeah, my hair's in my eyes, I'm very sorry. Anyways, what was I... Play 40k with me. If you already have 40k, then you're already a lost cause. But if you don't, get into lore. Lore is cool. Play some video games. Some of them aren't terrible. 40k the tabletop. It's great if you could find an army super cheap on eBay, like me. I don't buy things at full price. No. I have a single 40k
Go and look
model
up Technoblade on YouTube. They're a new Easter egg.
What? We're doing 40k right now, so I'll do that later. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle 5 things in my brain at once. You should try Gorilla Tag live on stream. I've said no to Gorilla Tag a few times, probably because it has live stream chat, and the first time I played, I was ambushed by a bunch of, like, 13-year-olds screaming that I was screaming about something in my ears, and it was very... Okay, bye. Nope, not playing that anymore. I mean, if I could find something annoying... You know, it's very annoying. Let's see. Rita Steel Scale, thank you so much for another £5! Dude, okay, just look up Technoplate on YouTube. There's no Easter egg. I'll do that later. 40k right now. Sorry, but later. Right now, we're doing the thing, and we're gonna keep doing the thing, and I forgot what I was saying. Damn it. I don't know. It literally takes 3 minutes. I'm trying to get on track. I'm sorry. Okay. I came here to explain a thing, and I'm going to explain the thing right. It's been 21 minutes. Wait, what time is it? It's 6:21, and I haven't explained anything. The stream started at 6. I haven't actually gone over any of the factions. This was supposed to be a quick stream. Anyways, I've gone over the tabletop. Armies, very expensive. Should I just go through the actual GW website? So we can actually see the models. But, like, then you see the prices, and then Aneurysm City. Let's see. Sure, I guess? Actually, you know what? I could just put up an image of the faction behind me. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna put up an image of the faction behind me. Okay, first faction. Spice! No Warhammer! Purple said the funny number.
Great boy.
He said the funny
Explain
number.
it.
I did say the funny number. No Warhammer! Yes, Warhammer! Anyways. Oh my god, Mad Jack, thank you so much for the 20,000 IDR. I'm gonna run back to Midas on Progens. I'm going to run Black Midas on Protogens. Ha. I have no idea what that is. I'm very sorry, I don't get the reference. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And helps me out immensely. Yeah! Can we get some toasters in chat? I don't know what that currency is. What is that? Is it the Indonesian... I don't know how to pronounce the word. But thank you. Yeah! Let's see. Oh my god, Epic Astoria. Thank you so much for $5! Okay, great boy, explain it. I'm trying to! You guys just won't stop hitting the button and distracting me with the funny noise. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. It helps me out immensely. Just like, could we please just hold up for like 3 seconds? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get an image of the Space Marines to slap behind me. Warhammer 40k. Space Marines! Okay, so, in Warhammer, there are about, there's about, 20-something different factions. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So first, we'll go over the Spice Marines. Let's see. You know what? Let's use that same image as we were using before. Because why not? Okay, Spice Marines. Can I just screen cap that? Yeah, let's just screen cap that.
Have £5 because I want to hear you say plonker.
What? $5 because... Oh my god, Shadow Darkheart, thank you so much for the £5 or quid. Wait, which is it? What? Oh my, I have £5 because I want you to say, I'm not saying any words without looking them up first. Okay. What does it mean in the UK? A fool. Oh. A silly or stupid person. I mean, okay. Is it a swear word? I see a word I don't recognize. Purple, say it. I know. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube for saying something very bad. Oh. I guess plonker is not a bad word. Okay, it just means a fool or an idiot. Okay. That's a very... Do they... Do we speak the same language? Oh, okay, thank you so much. Means silly. Ah, okay. Think it means foolish. Anyways, thank you so much. It means a lot, and I'm very confused. Let's please talk about the humanity's finest, aka the Spice Marines. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yes. Alright. There we go. Screen cap. Capture the screen. Blam. Space Marines! Yeah! Okay. So. Gotta shake up my energy drink. Or it's caffeine. Let's see. The Imperial Guard is where it's at. Yes. I'm not going over this in any particular order, but I will be going over this in the order that I want to. Okay, the Space Marines! Everybody's first army. The Space Marines are genetically engineered super soldiers. And I don't mean like Spartans from Halo. I mean kind of Spartans from Halo. Excuse me. These guys came out a long time before Halo, though. Let's see. So Space Marines, usually people's first army. They're kind of the poster boys of 40k. Actually, no, they're definitely the poster boys of 40k. And as you see behind me, these are the poster boys of 40k, the Ultramarines. Marines come in every different, and this goes for almost every faction, but you could paint factions in whatever color you want, and usually there's a sub-faction for it. The blue boys, the blue and gold, called Ultramarines. They have pure yellow, called Imperial Fists. You got white and red, called White Scars. You got the Blood Angels, which are all red and black. You have Dark Angels, which are very dark green, sometimes bone white, sometimes black, because Ravenwing and Deathwing are things. I'll get into all that later. Anyways, excuse me. Space Marines, there's a lot of them. And by a lot of them, I mean, just kidding, they're super rare in universe. These are 8-foot-tall superhumans in, well, tank armor. They wear tank armor. They wear power armor. They have rocket launcher assault rifles called bolters. They fire a two-stage rocket, which is a 75 caliber, and it's an assault rifle as well, making it very, very powerful. Let's see. The hell, Purple, would you humor me? What? Huh? What? How would you live your life differently if you were to... I don't know. A very random question. Sorry, I'm trying to... Okay. Just keep going, Purple. Okay. Salamanders! Right, salamanders are bright green. They're also very cool. They like fire and have a really cool aesthetic. They're also very cuddly. And by cuddly, I mean they care for, like... people, they care for the civilians, as opposed to most Space Marines, which are like, civilians, oh no, they got exploded, who cares? And some Space Marines, like the Marines Malevolent, be like, haha, look at these civilians, pew, so funny. What were we here to do again? You know, all the Orks are over there, near those civilians, orbital bombardment time, and then the Salamanders got very angry. Anyways, I'm gonna build Heresy Imperial Fists, like Heretical Imperial Fists, or Heresy Era Imperial Fists, because, like, Renegade Fists, that's cool. Heresy Era Imperial Fists, those are also cool. I really want the Fists now, the Imperial Fists, but, like, painting yellow is a pain because of how light it is. Anyways, Space Marines have, like, 2 hearts and 3 lungs. And, you know, are ginormous in general. There's only 1,000 Marines per chapter, aka per, like, color scheme, kind of, per chapter. And there's only 1,000 chapters, making only 1 million Marines in the galaxy, which is how many planets the Imperium have. So they're super rare in universe, even though it might not make much sense when a few hundred die and that chapter isn't immediately like, we lost 20% guys. It's gonna take years to recover. Numbers for 40k are a little weird. But, yeah, it should be fine. Space Marines are generally on the tabletop kind of jack of all trades guys. They got good leaders, they've got okay psychic. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, in Warhammer there are wizards called psychers. They draw on this cool thing called the warp, which is just hell. Think Doom 2016, you know, draw power from hell dimension. It's just that. It's a little different, but demons come from there. Spelled daemon. We'll get into that later. But yeah, Space Marines. If you want jack of all trades, heavy infantry, cool, okay armor, pretty decent, can do anything. Because by now, there's been so many models for Space Marines, they could just do anything. Anything that you'd want. It's really good. You want melee? Cool. You want jetpack Space Marines? Yeah, why not? You know, you want Space Marine, you want, like, Space Marines on motorcycles? I love Outriders. White Scars are pretty fast. You want just... Oh yeah, Assault Marines as well. You want just heavy infantry? All Gravis, aka those, the Marines over here. You want snipers? You got some Marines right there. You want just, like, big shooting or stealth? You got Stealth Marines. Right there. Right behind my fist. Let's see. Yeah. I got a Warhammer 40k ad before this video. Warhammer's a tabletop game. Yeah. Space Marines have the most stories about them just because they're the most prevalent. There's also something called Chaos Space Marines, which are evil Space Marines. Not like evil as in the Imperium. I'm talking like evil as in chaos. Because, let us remember, humanity in 40k are not the good guys. They're very evil. They blow up their own worlds all the time. In something called Exterminatus. Exterminatus is where Inquisitor says, I smell some heresy on this planet. And then presses the big red blow up planet button. It's a little bit of an exaggeration, but no, that they do have a big red button that could explode planets just on ships flying around the galaxy. It happens all the time. The Imperium of Man is not good people. Anyways, next faction. That was like the worst explanation of Space Marines I've heard in my life. Jesus Christ. Okay, who are we talking about next? You'll probably be hearing about Space Marines more and more as I talk. But for right now, let's go through all the Space Marine sub-factions. I'm not talking about, like, all of them, like Imperial Fists, Iron Hands, Raven Guard, Salamanders, Ultramarines, and White Scars. I'm talking, like, the full separate Codex armies. Not Codex supplement armies. I hear you stupid nerds. But there's a lot of different flavors. Let's talk Crusaders. Black Templars. Warhammer 40k Black Templars. Yeah, okay. Give me a cool picture. Humans are really doing that IRL. Yeah, but the Imperium of Man sees a guy go, I hate you, I'm going to chaos. And then, you know, blows up a planet because they're paranoid. Anyways. Furry Chaos Space Marines. Those are just Emperor's children. Talk about Nurgle. Don't worry, I will be getting to Chaos after I get to the people that are very against Chaos. Do we have a big picture of the Black Templars? Ah, there they are. Yeah. Ooh, this is an even better photo. The Black Templar. Ooh, but that has a dreadnought in the background. I'm gonna do this image because it has like a dreadnought. Yeah. Because dreadnoughts are hella cool. If you don't know what a dreadnought is, I will explain it right now. All right, screen capture. Yeah, that screen. Wait, what? Yeah? Capture that screen. What the? Huh? Why doesn't it capture? It's just... Oh, there it goes. Wait, can I just... There we go. That's so weird. Anyways, okay. So, Space Wolves are Space Marine furries. I'll get to the furries. Yes, if you did hear me say Space Wolves, those are the Space furries. Yeah, haha, they're furries. Ooh, woo, oh, whoa, Space Wolves. Yeah, I'll get to the Space Wolves and the stupid meme later. Got it. I saw Warhammer 40k joined because of Death Corps. I will get to the Death Corps. I will give them more than one sentence. Okay, so the Black Templars, they're just Crusaders. They're just, Space Marine Crusaders. And remember how I said the Imperium of Man are not good people? They are not the good guys. I think those will be no, not the Tau. You know what? Yeah, no. In 40k, there are no good guys. If you think that your faction is not evil, you are incorrect. If you pick a faction, any faction in 40k, they're evil in some way. Not like evil like, oh, we had to do we had to do some bad thing, but we mean the best. No, I mean like evil as in like, we hate everybody who isn't us. Time to commit some crimes, you know? I mean like, not good people. But like, it's fun to play the bad guys sometimes, you know? There's no like... In Warhammer 40k, there's a big evil empire called the Imperium of Man, and the rebels are not good guys. They're these guys called Chaos, who have demons and stuff. But there are even internal rebels, but they're infested by aliens and stuff, and it's a big mess. Ooh, so basically, I wouldn't say that. Let's see. So Necrons are the elderly. Necrons are space skeletons. I'd say the least evil factions are like the Tyranids, which are just bugs who want to eat everything. Yeah. Anyways, Black Templars, they are very crusadery / knight-y, but not like Knights of the Round Table as the Dark Angels that we'll get onto later. If you see above me, there is something called a Dreadnought. A Dreadnought is a big mech suit that Space Marines could use. But it's not like a mech suit as in you could just hop in and hop out. To be in you have to be entombed into a Dreadnought. That thing, that little vision slit in there, that's a coffin. That guy is mostly dead. When a famous, like, a big, like, captain or a very important Space Marine dies or very, very almost dies, they put him in, like, Star Wars, like, back-to-tank type of thing, life support. And because he can't fight anymore, they put him in a giant robot and have him fight even in death. That's why a famous Dreadnought line is, even in death, I serve. Which is, very, very cool. Black Templars, they have their own army. They have a lot of melee units. They're very, about everything. Unlike most Space Marines, they believe that the Emperor is a god. The Imperium of Man is ruled over by an Emperor. He's kind of looks like a skeleton. And he's kind of a little bit dying on a big chair called the Golden Throne. And he has to sit on the Golden Throne or humanity dies. Anyways, yeah. Emperor's kind of dying. And now he's worshipped as a god, even though he definitely didn't want that when he was alive. Black Templars believe that times 1,000, you better be praying 3 times a day to the God Emperor, or you're going to be praying out that airlock. Again, not my words. Go look at Bricky's video if you want an actually good summary of all these factions. These are really cool. They recently had a range refresh, and God, this is just going to be me just like saying, man, these guys are cool and I like them. Oh, these guys are cool and I like them, and these guys are cool and I like them. Black Templars, they do not like Psychers, they do not like aliens, they do not like chaos. Wait, the Imperium doesn't like any of those things. These guys get really shouty about it. Even more shouty than most of the Imperium. Anyways, but yeah, Black Templars, they've got a pretty interesting style. I thought a Dreadnought was a military boat, my bad. Oh no, it is. In real life, it's a military boat, but like, in 40k, that's what that means. Next faction, the Blood Angels. Blood Angels. So you like Space Marines. You like Space Marines Crusaders. How about Space Marines that are vampires? Because why not? Berserker vampires even. Because why not? Is it gonna work? Oh, it's small. Can I there we go. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, Blood Angels. Yeah. Don't forget, hey Pearl, don't forget that you have to sacrifice 1,000 psychers every day to keep the Emperor alive. Yes, that's another thing. To keep the Emperor alive and sitting on that golden throne that he has to sit on or humanity dies, you have to sacrifice 1,000 psychers, aka human wizards, to him every single day. Remember when I said Warhammer was kind of ridiculous and there's no good guys and everyone's evil, especially humans? Yeah, that's why. Look at the guy on your right's haircut before you move on. Oh yeah, he did have that, he did have a very wacky haircut. Let's see. Oh, I'm here, coughs out lung. I would never do that. Anyways. Bro's really nerding out now, LMFAO. I hit 40,000 subscribers! I deserve a full week of just nerding out to my community about something that has nothing to do with my channel, but I love to talk about. I could talk for hours, days even, about Warhammer 40k. The vamps are here. Yes, the vampires are here. 1,000? That's an expensive flashlight. Are you trying to buy a las gun? 1,000 space wizards a day keep your demented god on the throne. He's not... See, okay, when the Emperor was alive, he's like, don't worship me as a god. And then he died. And then it was like, oh my god, he's magic, and he's cool, and he's our god now. And now, most Space Marines don't actually believe that. Which is why them and, like, the Sisters of Battle don't really get along too well. But they get along fine enough, especially, like, with the Black Templars. Anyways, the Blood Angels. Blood Angels are Space Marines that are, they're vampires. They're vampires. They're etherically beautiful. They've got the fangs. They've got a eternal hungering for human flesh called the Red Thirst. That gets worse and worse, you know. They also get very, very angry sometimes, and sometimes hallucinate themselves being their own bird father, fighting their mad Uncle Horus on 10,000 years ago. It's very weird, but makes a lot more sense in context. Once they go into that once they hallucinate that, they kind of don't snap out of their rage. It's called the Black Rage, and they're just like, oh my god, are you Horus? No, I'm Ralph. Murder. Toaster. Is that Toaster Horus? Kill the Toaster. You know, just, yeah. God, I'm just repeating of what a lot of what Marquise said. Go watch his videos, please. And
even in death I serve leaves my entire fortune to purple in my will.
No, please. God, It's like a little boy presenting for his elementary class. I'm not... Guys, look at what I bring in for show and tell. It's only war! I mean, yeah, but still. It's like the meme, I'm not the Messiah. He is the Messiah! That's literally what it was. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. God, I love 40k. Oh my god, Rate of Steel Scale, thank you so much for the 5 pounds! Even in death I serve. No, don't do that. Thank you so much. It means a lot. It helps you out immensely. And Greed Lust. Thank you so much for the $1. That name, though. Thank you. Means a lot. It helps me immensely. Yeah! I'm back to listening to Space Wolf Furry D&D. I'll explain what Space Wolves are later. But yeah, Blood Angels, they get mad. And they're vampires. They drink blood sometimes. They really like drinking blood. And they have red armor. And then they get mad. Not too much to say. Of course, Blood Angel fans, I doubt there's any Blood Angel fans watching. But like, you know, if they were watching, they would be shouting at me right now. Because that was criminally... underdone. Anyways, can we get some toasters in chat for Reina and Greedlust? Let's see. Friendly reminder that orcs can't see you because sneaky. Just wear purple. Oh my god, right, they can't see me! Orcs can't see me! I'm so sneaky! I'm sorry, that'll make a lot more sense when I cover orcs. I will be covering orcs last because they are my favorite faction. Anyways, Dark Angels. I'm not even gonna show a picture for the Dark Angels. Dark Angels are loyalist space marines. Nah, they're loyal, probably, maybe, kind of. Anyways, they wear dark green armor, and there's multiple like sub-factions within it, like the Deathwing, who's all Terminators, aka super heavily armored Marines, even more so than normal, and the Raven Wing, which are really fast. And they're very knight-y, like Knights of the Round Table. Death Watch. They wear all black, have silver shoulder pads, and are Spec Ops Marines. They're really good at killing aliens and stuff because XCOM. They're just XCOM Marines. Grey Knights. Okay, last Marine specific thing. Grey Knights. I will bring up a picture for these guys. 40k Grey Knights. There we go. They have a hilarious unit, which is a giant robot that has a baby carrier in front. I got it. Can I please get a picture of the Nemesis Dread Knight? Ah, there they are. Okay, Nemesis Dread Knight. Okay, so yes, I would. I would love this. Thank you. Can I have 5 minutes, please? Oh my god, Greenless, thank you so much for another $1. Yeah, thank you. Means a lot. Grey Knights are amazing, except for their old lore, which was kind of wacky. Their new lore's fine. Their old lore got a little, heretical. Anyways, boop, there we go. Yeah, okay. Please ignore all the demons over here. I'll just be covering them up with my face. Over there are the Grey Knights, and there's the baby carrier. It's a big robot with a guy sticking out the front. Anyways, the Grey Knights are Marines, but they're all Psychers. All of them could cast spells, as in shoot lightning and like set people on fire and lift objects with their mind or whatever. You know, that type of stuff. And mostly psychic shields. Grey Knight's old lore was a little weird, but they've been a little better recently. They're basically super duper Marines, kinda. They're super Space Marines. They're all Psychers. They're all very well trained. They all got super expensive war gear. If you want to play them, they are. They use all different models than normal Marines, no Primaris, but well, not all different models. Most of their transports and tanks are the same. They're like a more elite force than the normal Space Marines. Yes, different from the Death Watch, which are Spec Ops Space Marines. These are the Psychic Space Marines. They love fighting demons. Doomslayer intensifies. Yeah. I'm gonna search up what Warhammer is. The fandom better not be weird. Sometimes they are a little weird. Sometimes they're a little shouty. But, you know, they seem to be fine. At least everyone that I've met in the fandom. Huh? I'm sick. Oh no, Ithaqua. Hope you get better soon. I was sick a few weeks ago. That was not fun. Okay, that's all about Grey Knights. I want to get on to the factions I actually care about. Sorry, Space Marines. Okay, let's go through the armies of the Imperium, which are just the other armies besides Space Marines that are human-based. First, we have the Adeptus Sororitas. Let's see. Adeptus Sororitas. Yes. Can I have a picture of their models, please? I guess they're combat patrol. Any like... Aha! There we go! That's a good picture of them. Boop. There we go. Boop. Aha! Okay, cool. Screen capture. Capture the screen. Capture the Sororitas. There we go. Oh, it's a little small. Alright, zoom in a little bit. And boom. Perfect! The Adeptus Sororitas. They're pretty cool. What? Huh? Grey Knights are pretty closely associated with the Inquisition as well. Yes, as well as the Death Watch, though a little less so. I'll be talking about the Inquisition after this, because it's the it's not Death Corpse time yet. When I'm sick, the legs feel broken. Oh no. Yeah, I bet it's not. I hope you get better soon, Ithaqua. Let's see. What? Oh no, Nakis, you too? Oh no. I hope you guys get better. Being sick sucks. I will be talking about Nurgle later on, so just stay tuned for that. Anyways, the Sisters of Battle, aka the Adeptus Sororitas, are also called the Sisters of Battle, which are basically the Space Marines are male-only faction, and Adeptus Sororitas, or Sisters of Battle, are female-only faction. They, like Space Marines, they wear power armor, but they're not genetically modified. They're just really, really, really skilled. Like Space Marines, who live for hundreds and hundreds of years, who pretty much don't age, have like ballistic skill 3+, which means on a d6, rolling it on a 3, you hit. The Adeptus Sororitas get that just through sheer grit and training, as well as them being able to single-handedly hold like heavy bolters and stuff, and heavy weapons like multi-meltas, like right over there. Usually for like people in the Imperial Guard, you have to have like 2 people carry that around, put it on a tripod, and then, then start shooting. For Adeptus Sororitas, they could just wield that thing around, not being genetically modified. Space Marines do that. That's like a Space Marine thing. So to see just normal humans be able to do that is very, very cool. The big joke with the Adeptus Sororitas is they're nuns with guns, which wouldn't be incorrect, but definitely wouldn't be correct. They're the ecclesiarchal fighting force. They're the main arm of military of the ecclesiarchy of the Imperium. So very religious. They love the God Emperor. They believe him to be a god, and they have very crazy things like that tank back there, which has bulletproof stained glass shield at the front, because of course it does. And that tank, which is a pipe organ. I actually have one of those. Got it for really, really cheap in a box set. Because its full price is very expensive. Way too expensive. It's a pipe organ missile launcher. Play the pipe organs, missiles fly out. People say Warhammer is a serious faction, but it has pipe organ missile launchers. God. Let's see. A furry saying, I hope this fandom isn't weird. Yeah, I just realized the same thing as... What? Is a basketball player saying, I hope it doesn't involve running. Yeah. When he said weird, I kind of imagined they meant another thing, but yeah. Too bad Slanesh exists. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. See, Sisters of Battle, they have, like, jetpack sororitas over there and, like, pain engines and stuff. And, like, they're pretty cool. I have some of them. They really like fire, flamethrowers, meltaguns, bolters. Very cool. Again, very similar to Space Marines, but there's more of them, but they're not genetically modified. Let's see. Furries trying to not be weird. Impossible. Impossible. A lifetime supply of what? Huh? Huh? Anyways, talk about Khorne and the Blood Marie. You mean the World Eaters? I'll get to that in just a second. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I recently collected a very small combat patrol of them because they're very expensive to collect, but their models look really good because they're a very recent faction. I like Warhammer, but Games Workshop's kind of stinky. Yeah, I've been definitely slowing down and buying a lot more from Mantic. If you want a good alternative to Warhammer miniatures, Mantic Workshop. Very cheap. Pretty good. Let's see. Heavy Flamer. Exactly. Heavy Flamer is very good. Oh my god, Shadow Darkheart, thank you so much for the £2. Off to bed. Thanks for an entertaining evening. Oh, thank you. Thank you for supporting. Yeah. Hope you have a good night. There we go. Why do people throw money at me? I'm just nerding out about 40k. Anyways, thank you so much. Can we get some toasters in chat? God, I need to stop repeating myself. But yeah, Sisters of Battle, they're cool. Also, yes, those are not helmets sometimes back there. That's sometimes white hair. They dye their hair white in honor to one of the saints who died. Yeah. Also, they have one of the best characters. What's her name? Celestine, there we go. Living Saint Celestine, who's pretty much an Imperial demon. She looks like a big angel, has big angel wings, can't die, just comes back to life all the time. Cool flaming sword. Wait, does she have a flaming sword? Let's see. No, she just has normal power sword. And she has doves on her model for some reason. Anyways, yeah. She's pretty cool. She was like one of the main characters in the Resurrection of Gilliman, which was really fun. I haven't really read that book, but yeah. Also, Paragon war suits are really cool. Yeah, they have war suits, which is also fun. Let's see, who's next? Ah, yes, here we go. I like the Adeptus Sororitas. I like Sisters Battle. But I like Space Marines. But the Adeptus Mechanicus is really cool. Has a really cool aesthetic. But the Adeptus Custodes. Oh my god. Adeptus Custodes are just an entire army of Giga Chads. And usually people say that ironically, but, you know, for the first time, I'm going to say that unironically. These guys are hella cool. Get the Flamer, brother. The Heavy Flamer. Why, there be some heresy here? Besides this? What about Salamanders? I said I'm not going over specific chapters of Space Marine. I'll go over specific chapters tomorrow when I'm doing Adeptus Furious. With King, and we're going to be going over Horse Heresy and the Great Crusade. Yeah! They literally drop churches into orbit, from orbit into battle. Oh yeah, the Sisters of Battle use churches as drop pods. They drop them from orbit, and it gets very wacky, and I love it. I like how silly it is. Let's see. If you think 40k fandom, you think the 40k and furry fandom is weird, check out the Hearts of Iron 4 fandom? Oh! No. Commissar Sebastian Yurick. Where is he? Yorick. Oh, Yorick. Yorick. You were taken away from us too soon. Sorry, I will talk about the Imperial Guard and Yorick in just a second. I gotta get a good picture of the Custodes. The Adeptus Custodes, or the Imperial Custodians, or the Custodian Guard. These guys... Okay. So remember how I said, like, Space Marines are, like, genetically modified superhumans. They have 2 hearts, 3 lungs, and a bunch of other random organs thrown in them, and are 8 foot tall super soldiers. The Adeptus Custodes are like 10 feet tall, 10 to 11 feet tall or something, clad in gold armor, and are like super duper duper Space Marines. Like, these are peak humanity, designed by the Emperor himself to be the perfect fighting force. Not only the perfect fighting force, but the perfect just gene creations in his gene labs. They are pretty insane in lores, but on the tabletop, they're just super heavy infantry. You have like 12, like the enemy might have like 90 orc boys and a bunch of tanks and stuff, and you might have 12 guys. But those 12 guys will be just slicing through everything and eating anti-tank shells. It's very fun. I have some Custodes. They hit very hard. They take a lot of damage. I like them a lot. There's only 10,000 of them in the whole galaxy. And man, the Imperial Space Janitors. They are not the Imperial Space Janitors. They are the personal guard of the Emperor himself, and were up until a point confined to the Imperial Palace until Robot Girlyman, Rabute Gilliman, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, aka the big leader boy of the Ultramarines, came back to life because he got kissed by his Eldar girlfriend. A Eldar ally, and Belisarius Cull, a big centipede robot guy, I'll get to that later, revived him. He went back to Earth, and he said, "Hey guys, you staying in the palace and not helping is a little cringe." And then the Custodians were like, "Okay, you were right." And now they're out in the galaxy, defeating entire armies with 6 guys, because Custodians. These guys took out, I think 6. Custodians took on a million Tyranids. Yeah, they took on and destroyed an entire Tyranid hive fleet, which are like evil space bugs of death. Very similar to the Zerg in StarCraft, because originally they were the Zerg from StarCraft until Games Workshop pulled out of the deal, Big mistake. Oops. Anyways, but yeah, Custodians, if you just want 12 guys, but you want just to destroy like half the enemy force with those 12 guys, Custodes are really cool. Also, they're not just like weapons of war. They're like artisans too. They could write poetry and like paint pictures and stuff. They don't like do it all the time, but it's like more the point that they can rather than they do, you know? They're philosophers, you know? They're like super intelligent, they're very strong, and in lore they're pretty much invincible. But on the tabletop, they're just very powerful. What? Space Marine Pokemon evolutions, the Custodes. Ooh, oh man, yeah, I think Space Marine Grey Knight Custode. Yeah, that's how they... Oh, yes, the best Pokemon. Oh wait, but Scout Marines, because Scout Marines are Marine aspirants, and then turns into Marine... you know what I mean, right? No, not my babies, the Nids. No, not the Nids. What? How much snow do you have? None. I know, very sad. Let's see. What? Anyways, sorry. Next faction! Ooh, Astra Militarum. I'll save these guys for last of the armies of the Imperium. Imperial Knights! You like giant robots? I like giant robots. Let's talk about giant robots. Okay, Imperial Knights are not guys on horseback. They have evolved past guys on horseback. Now, they are guys in giant suits of mech armor. Because, you know what, why not? Oh, are those Chaos Knights? No, those aren't Chaos Knights. That's a Renegade Knight. Whatever. Ooh, yeah, that's a good picture of them. No, this one? Oh, yeah, because they're standing over the guard. Oh, but that's another Renegade Knight as well. Sure, I'll do this one. Alright, cool. Let's go. Screen capture. Capture the knight. Oh, there we go. Wait. There we go. Sure, whatever. Imperial Knights. Not the demon over there. Not the bloodthirster. This guy, the football-looking guy. He's that's a giant robot. You see some lesser demons down there. Knights are pretty much just giant robots. They're nobles in big robot armor. He has a big giant chainsaw sword and a big cannon. Guns on guns, you know. They're very simple. You want 3 models on the battlefield? Sure. It's knights. Giant robots blow up tanks. Step on tanks. Blow them up, you know. You just kick a tank across the battlefield. Really fun, you know. I require more guards. Feeding my pet Tyranids. That sounds like some heresy right there. Okay. Yes, the big boys. Knights are cool, but very simple. Let's see. 8 foot tall men built like fridges. Yeah, those are Space Marines. Space Marines actually are very out of proportion. They're really wide. It's just how they're genetically modified because all the organs shoved in them. Let's see. It looks like a Titan. It's not a Titan. Those are the Adeptus Titanicus. The Adeptus Titanicus are even bigger giant robots. That's a giant robot piloted by a single guy. Titans are piloted by at least 3 people. Imperial Knight takes a step, distant enemy screaming. What about Chaos Knights? Because these guys could turn into Chaos Knights, and then you're going to be in trouble because there's a demon possessing your giant suit of mech armor. Good luck, mate. See, and to fight an enemy knight, we deploy our own knights, and then they could fight, and then it's fun. Actually, let's go over Chaos Knights real quick. I'll get into Chaos later on, but I have a good picture right here, and we're already on Knights. So, Chaos Knights. What happens when Knights turn over to the ruinous powers of Chaos? You get these boys. You get these guys. Purple. Yeah, look at him. He's got like a tusks and a tentacles, and it's called a power scourge, and a Volkite weaponry and crows on his back for reasons. There's also two smaller knights called Armigers, or Chaos called them war dogs. Yeah, Chaos Knights. They're just knights, but even more evil. That was the wrong thing. Aight, cool. Very simple stuff. Yes, I bought the third edition Space Wolf Codex for $40. Yo! Nice. That's from the 90s. I would give that a read. I would give that a read. What's your opinion on the machine gods? You mean just the machine god, the Omnissiah? Actually, they're technically different, but still. Cool. I like him. Praise be to the Omnissiah. Anyways, I'll get into that when I get to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Next, we're going to be talking about the Inquisition. I don't really have any good pictures because they don't really have good tabletop minis. There's just like a few leaders that you could include in your army. Inquisitors. They root out heresy wherever they go. Most of them are psychers. They could shoot lightning. And they could blow up planets if they want to. They have the power to literally do anything. That army over there, give it to me. Bam. They do it. Hey, you're dead. Blam. Okay, cool. Nothing. You know, Inquisitors have such reach and such power in the Imperium. They could literally just do anything. You know, Exterminatus, yes. Exterminatus is when life is wiped out on a planet. Not the planet necessarily destroyed, but like the surface is just scoured of life. Usually with something called like Life Eater, the Life Eater virus, or the or just other types of planet destroying missiles and stuff, or sorry, life destroying missiles. You know, stuff like that. Congrats on 40k, Purple. Thank you. Nobody expects the Inquisition, especially when they blow up your planet. The Inquisition is very tied to the Grey Knights. They're like, Grey Knights are pretty much under the Imperial Inquisition. The Inquisition also has assassins, including the Vindicator, who's a sniper boy, a Calidus. Calidus is the shapeshifter one who did... Wait, yeah, okay. Inquisition, right? No. Oh, Officio Assassinorum. Okay. They're technically different, but yeah. Inquisition also has the Black Ops Marines, the Spec Ops Marines, which are the Death Watch, but they're not like as tied to them as the Grey Knights are. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Inquisition. The Inquisition's a very big meme because, you know, haha, Inquisitor, he smells a heretic and then he blows up a planet. They don't do that all the time. Unless you're Cryptmen, then you blow up 100 worlds because Tyranids. Anyways, I'll get into all this tomorrow. But yeah, they have assassins, and there's 4 different types of assassins. Well, there's actually 6, but 4 you could play on the tabletop. I'm reporting this heresy to the Inquisitor! I haven't explained chaos yet. Don't worry, Mr. Black Templar man. Bronies. Bronies are not a type of Imperial assassin. God, okay. Tyranids are the best bugs. I mean, like, on an objective level, yes. Do I like them? I do not. Let's see. I have a few Tyranids. They're okay, I guess. Let's see. The all 4 assassins. The Vindicator assassin. He has a sniper rifle. The Evisor Assassin. He is filled with combat drugs, has a skull helmet, a needle gauntlet, and is basically the Doomslayer. Yeah, he's pretty much the Doomslayer, but way more shouty. And if you end up killing him, he explodes in a small nuclear explosion because of reasons. Again, these are humans. The Calexis Assassin. They have a very weird skull helmet with like a big eye on the side that sucks up people's souls and then shoots a laser with it. Very weird. They're anti-psyker. They like just you can't cast spells on them or around them or look at them without getting splitting headache, to put it lightly. And of course, the Caledus Assassin. The Caledus Assassin has a cool sword, a gun that destroys people's brains, and is a shapeshifter. Caledus Assassins have this cool thing called polymorphine, and they could shapeshift it into literally anything. Anybody, like Chaos guys, Orks, just everything. I'm pretty sure a Caledus Assassin took out the leader of the Tau Empire one time. Anyways, also, this is where I'm going to explain this very quickly, but also to kind of tell you how silly 40k could get and how kind of whack the lore could just be. They'll just say the most crazy stuff offhand and then move on like nothing happened. And this is still canon. Is it still printed in the modern codex? This story might be still printed in the modern codex because I read it. It's like a paragraph long short story. It's called The Story of Mother Gullet. This is already making me uncomfortable. Anyways, it was a Caledus assassin who needed to stop a planetary governor from, like, you know, not paying his taxes. So she kidnapped the governor's son she snuck him past the guards by dislocating her jaw like a snake, swallowing the kid, and sneaking him past the guards. They're fine. She used this as like blackmail or whatever to get the governor to pay his taxes. But yeah, that's an actual story in actual 40k. Because like, oh, that's how powerful the polymorphine is. They could like contort their bodies or whatever. It's like, it's a very infamous story, and it's not been not canonical, and it's still canon. And I don't like it. And pretty much every Warhammer fan, every time Caledus Assassin's brought up, and it's like, why? And they just mentioned this. It's a paragraph long. It's a paragraph long short story. And they're just like, okay, next. What do you mean, okay, next? You can't just say something like that and just be like, okay, next army. Anyways, next army. Nakis, generic for Protogen, Warhammer confirmed. I actually did steal that joke from Snipe and Wib in Codex Complaints. When they talked about that story, they said that. Well, they didn't say that, but they said something very similar. So, yeah. See, this is why you don't take 40k too seriously as a setting, because it's some really stupid things happen. There's some very stupid lore. Let's see. Next army, to try to wash my brain from that. Aha! Chaos! Chaos. Let's see. Congrats on 40k. Thank you. Let's see. One assassin killed the entire council because she poisoned the seeds. Yes, that is one of the other two assassins. There are two more assassins that you can't play on tabletop called... one's about to get a model. The Venenum Temple, which are about poisons and stuff. And another who's just a super hacker. And that's it. Anyways, next army. Chaos Demons. So, our giant robots, Imperial assassins, Space Marines tired. Do you want to play something that doesn't have any guns? You want to get heretical? Demons. Spell D-A-E-M-O-N-S. Daemons, but still pronounced demons. It technically means something different, but yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a great picture of all the different types of demons. Demons come in a rainbow assortment of flavors of murder. They do all sorts of fun things. Oh, that's Be'lakor. Ooh, that's Be'lakor's demons. Okay, I'll show you these guys. Yeah, these are demons. Okay, so demon. I'm gonna put myself over here by the Dark Angels. Sorry, guys. Anyways, so the demons are technically not like... They're warp entities brought by the 4 Chaos Gods. Let's talk about the 4 Chaos Gods real quick. So, Skulls for the Skull Throne! Yeah, I'll get to that in literally about 10 seconds. In Warhammer 40k, remember when I brought up the warp? Well, there's these guys in the warp called the 4 Gods of Chaos. These are warp entities that feed off of people's emotions. So if you're angry and like to... So if you know... So if there's war and a bunch of blood, that helps out Khorne. God of killing and war and blood and murder. He's the guy who says skulls for the... Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. He is the blood god. Khorne, he has the red demons over there called bloodletters. You know, because they'll... bloodlet. Anyways... the next god, Tzeentch. He's the god of trickery, deceit, and magic. They're the pink guys, the blue guys, and the yellow guys down here. They're really cool. They're called pink horrors. Like, they're horrible. They're horrors. Scary. Anyways, every time you kill one, they split into 2 blue horrors, who then split into 2 brimstone horrors. Yeah. Nurgle? Nurgle! Yeah, I'm getting to Nurgle in just a second. Stop spamming about Nurgle! Anyways, he's all about magic, trickery, and knowledge. You want knowledge? Go to Tzeentch. He'll probably backstab you and turn you into a bird. He really likes birds for some reason, especially blue birds. You see behind me, right there, like right above my head, I'm pointing to it with my hair, my fur. That's a Lord of Change, the big blue bird back there. Yeah. But yeah, Tzeentch. Their demons are throw magic and stuff. Anyways, Nurgle, he's the green guys over there and the big, disgusting, bloated guy in the back. Nurgle is the god of pestilence, disease, and decay. You know 2020? Remember how bad 2020? Yeah, it's his fault. It's Nurgle's fault. He loves zombies and raising zombies. You see, they're not zombies, they're called plague bearers, which are his demons. They are people who died of Nurgle's rot and have come back to life as demons. So, kind of zombies, but also actually demons. You can summon them and all that. And, yeah, they just infect people and stuff. If you get near Nurgle, you are definitely dying of sickness. Fighting Nurgle's not fun. But, if you never want to die or feel pain ever again, give your soul to Nurgle. You'll never, ever feel pain again. Your body will rot away, but it'll still function. If you want power, go to Khorne. I didn't really explain Khorne. Khorne's blood for blood god. Give your soul to him. He will give you power, as in like just hitting power and war and blah blah blah. You want to win a fight? Go to Khorne. You'll have anger issues for pretty much forever, but you know, Khorne's pretty cool. Spelled Khorn. Khorne? Not Corn. No. Horror demons have balloons tower defense logic. Yes, they do. I have some of them in real life. It's really fun. When you see 10 pink horrors coming down the battlefield, your opponent tries to shoot them, and oops, 20 blue horrors now. How much longer till the Death Corps? I skipped over... Oh, no! I'll do Astra Militarum in between Chaos. Okay, I'll go over Chaos, then I'll go over Astra Militarum, then Xenos. Sorry about that. And, of course... Slaanesh. We're gonna talk about Slaanesh. Okay, I've been kind of covering up Slaanesh. Slaanesh is right there, you know. Slaanesh is all about, they call Slaanesh the Prince of Pleasure or She Who Thirsts. Both are used interchangeably to refer to Slaanesh. Slaanesh is all about unbelievable excess. Pain. Do you like pain? I don't like pain. Slaanesh loves pain. You know, you think, ooh, like the pink demons? Yum. No, they'll rip your skin off like a banana. No, Slanesh is not fun. I mean, it's fun for like 5 seconds, and then, you know, peel your skin off like a banana. Don't. Slanesh also was the cause of why the Space Elves, or the Eldar, are dying. Slanesh is eating all their souls. Oops. Goddess of too much of a good thing. Yeah, that's Slanesh. Deadly sins, that's Slanesh, you know. Too much food, too much lust, too much greed, all Slanesh stuff. So if you want any of that stuff, go to Slanesh, but you'll be miserable in a little while. Why did I hear the simp noise? Oh my god, Coder Britain, thank you so much for the $82! Waifu material. Okay, you think demonettes are waifu material until you realize both of their hands are giant crab claws that could, like, peel through tanks. No! Everybody's like, ooh, Slanesh, yup. No! It's like that for 5 seconds, and then Slanesh is like, oh, more. Time to... And then, you know, and then pain. Then a lot of pain. Slanesh loves pain and torture. No, don't. Mounts a shovel as a bayonet. Death Cores of Kree. Anyways, thank you so much, but no. You think you're right until you're not. See, that's how Slanesh gets you. Don't fall for it. Don't be an Eldar. Don't be like the Eldar. Anyways, that's Chaos Demons. If you want to summon your guys on the battlefield and have a lot of psychic powers and stuff, and, like, you know, have big, scary, colorful guys run across the battlefield and slice people up, and also play Age of Sigmar, because demons are compatible for both Warhammer Fantasy, Age of Sigmar, and Warhammer 40k. So yeah, because they exist in all settings. Yep. It's what? Let's see. Does anyone want Dino Nuggets? Claw me, mommy. No, Mango! Slanesh is the chaos god of demonetization, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. People think it's all just like, ooh, you know, NSFW. No, it's a lot of just pain and excess, but, you know, it does sometimes manifest as, you know, ooh, yeah. But that's not all it is, and people always think that is. I'm like, oh, come on. Do you see all the spikes on there? That's not a fun time. Anyways, Chaos Knights. We already went over Chaos Knights. Just knights, giant robots, but evil. Chaos Space Marines! Chaos Space Marines! And then we'll go over Death Guard, Thousand Suns, and then Astra Militarum, aka the Imperial Guard. Don't worry, Guard fans. I'm sorry I skipped you. How could I skip the Guard? They're my second favorite faction. Okay, where's a good picture of just Chaos Space Marines being Chaos Space Marines as models? I mean, that's an okay picture, but that's just their combat patrol. There we go! Yes! Okay. Save image. Ooh, the resolution isn't too good, but it's worth something. Purple, you forgot that furries have a thing for claws. Like, no, giant crab claws. The demonettes, literally, both hands are giant crab claws. Okay. I'm fine. I'm great. This is why I keep making Slanesh furry jokes about furries falling to Slanesh. Something noise marines. Oh god, that image is so low quality. I have to find a better one. I have to, man. That's okay, but it doesn't show off their model range. Ooh, now that's very big. That's a very big picture. I guess that could work. Yeah, this one's gonna work. Save image. Save. Open. Show it off to the people. Yes. Not noise marines. I've progressively gotten more sus. Yes, I know, Mango. I can't wait to play D&D as we're all kobolds. Kobold gang! Oh yeah, in the next, like, 2 weeks? Not this week, because it's 40k week. And not the next week, because I'm going to TMEA. next week we're gonna be, in a few weeks we're probably gonna be playing D&D with Mango, Avarice, and King of Gnomes. And, yeah. We're gonna be all kobolds, we're gonna be level 3, it's gonna be a one-shot, and hopefully it won't get very sus, hopefully. Anyways. Yum. Yeah! God, I hate 1D4chan for what they did to my perception of this fandom. Okay, listen. 1D4chan does have some alright memes. Scrolling through what Trezen has in his gallery is pretty fun. God, that's like 3 pixels. You could see well enough, I guess, kind of. Whatever. Anyways. So, yeah, the quality's not very good. Chaos Space Marines. They're just Space Marines, but Chaos. They got a lot of spikes. They got demon engines. You see that big, like, spider crawler in the back? They got that. They have possessed Marines, which are Marines possessed by demons. I'm covering up Abaddon. There's Abaddon. He's behind my head. Sorry, Abaddon, but you're going back behind my head. We have, like, demon princes and, like, obliterators, which are, like, have like, flesh metal guns. The obliterator virus is very interesting. It's a virus that you could give a Marine on purpose. And they literally just sprout guns out of their flesh, called flesh metal guns. It gets pretty wacky. It's like all flesh and metal combined, and very creepy. I'm all for it. Chaos Space Marines are really cool. They differ from normal Space Marines because of all the spikes, but also because they have cultists and a lot of guys to like take the bullets for them. Because they're somehow even more evil than normal Space Marines. They either pledge themselves to one of the 4 Chaos Gods, or just Chaos Undivided, and just serve Chaos generally. But yeah, there's a few different legions, like the Emperor's Children and the Noise Marines. I'm going to find a picture of Noise Marine real quick. Let's go over the 4 main Chaos factions. Ah, there he is! Okay, so first, let's go over the Emperor's Children. They do not have their own model range yet. But they will. They will. Right now, they only have, like, 1 model and, like, a terrible, terrible old upgrade kit, which is out of date and doesn't really work with the new models. What were they thinking? Sorry. Wait, Purple, it's February. What do you mean it's February? Yeah, it's February. But what do you mean? Huh? Hey, Purple, is your Gmod model in the Steam Workshop? Yeah, I just used the NKD model. So you'd have to recolor it yourself. Yeah. Excuse me, let's see. Ah, there he goes, wait. Yeah! A Noise Marine! Yes, it's a Space Marine with a rainbow hair, like, leopard armor, a bunch of colors, and a guitar gun. This is a Noise Marine. They, like, yes, that guitar has an underslung bolter. They like, play Megalovania on their guitar, and then the enemy just gets turned to dust because it's so loud. AKA, the weapon gets to ignore cover. Noise Marines are very fun, and I'm so sad they're not a full army. I want a full army of those guys. It's great. Anyways, thank you so much, Raina Steelscale, for the 2 pounds. What? Huh? Pearl, how big are their flesh guns? Ask your flesh metal guns. It's that whatever. Okay. Have you had the Adeptus Mechanicus yet? Did I skip I skipped Mechanicus as well. God, I'm such an idiot. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you about the other Chaos factions. We got the Thousand Sons. They're blue and gold. They have magic. They're all about magic. They're loyal to Zeech and they shoot magic. And 99% of them got Thanos snapped into dust. But their dust now inhabits their armor, and every time they die, their armor explodes, and all the dust flies out. I'm not joking, that's what happens. Death Guard! These are zombie marines. They're called Plague Marines. They're not zombie marines, but they might as well be. They're, like, big, bloated, they have, like, mouths in their chests and stuff. They're diseased and gross, and got, their organs falling out, and they're loyal to Nurgle, and they love zombies and spreading disease. Then there's the World Eaters. These guys do not eat worlds. Well, they metaphorically eat worlds. They are loyal to Khorne. They love chain axes and just screaming as they run in at the enemy, meleeing them. And, of course, Emperor's Children. They're the Pink Marines. And they have Noise Marines as well. Yeah, this hurts my brain. This is such a stupidly quick overview. Each one of these factions has multiple full novels, full books written about them. The Horse Heresy has 50 books written about it. I'm going to go over it in 2 hours tomorrow. Oh my god. Noise Marines are why sound leakage is a real problem. God, okay. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much all of Chaos. I'm now going to go over 2 of the Imperial factions that I accidentally skipped. My 2 favorite Imperial factions, the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Imperial Guard. Save image. Yes, this one is great. Let's serve the Omnissiah. This is the Omnissiah. These guys love toasters. Okay, that's the joke. Okay, so the Adeptus Mechanicus. These guys, this is the meme. Okay, here they are. The Adeptus Mechanicus. These guys love robots. You need a machine built. You need a tank to run. You need your gun to fire. You pray to the gun. They believe that every machine in the galaxy has what's called a machine spirit. And to make it work. Pearl didn't notice the donation. I didn't? No, I did. I said, Raiders Digital Scale, thank you so much for the £2. Zimivjif7. Yeah. Huh? I didn't quite understand that. Huh? I know, I did read that, right? Or did I hallucinate reading that? What? I'm sorry, I'm just very confused by it. What does that mean? Oh, it's on TikTok. Oh, Huh? Are you trying to send links? Because links don't work, as in, I don't see the message. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, thank you again. Huh? Oh. What? Anyway, sorry. The Adeptus Mechanicus believe that, every machine has a machine spirit, and you gotta, to make your tank run, you don't just clean it, put fuel in, and press the on button. No. You rub oil on it, you burn some innocence, God, no, and then you go, humna, and then it works. And this isn't just superstition. It works. They have to be right in some sense. Because when they go, praise be to the Omnissiah machine, rise, the machine works. So the tech priests have to be doing something. That's also why they're called tech priests. They're literally priests to the Omnissiah. And something simple like a las gun, like a laser gun. You maybe just, say like a small sentence, a ritual of awakening, and then your gun works fine. For something like a Titan, that's like hundreds of guys praying to the Titan, the big machine. It makes 40k very wacky, but I really like it. Their army... Please text me. Stop trying to call me on stream, possum boy. Sorry, my friend loves calling me instead of texting me, and he doesn't check if I'm live. There we go. I'll call him back after my stream is done. Ooh, I need to hurry up, because I'm running out of time. I have to end the stream at 8. Huh? Also, my D&D Artificer has some tech priesty vibes. Yeah, I love doing that. They also believe that human life has 0 value. They're not very good people at all. They replace their limbs and stuff with mechanical parts, not because they have to, but because they want to. They want to become machines. Machines are holy, but the flesh is weak. The flesh is fallible. Flesh is corruptible. The machines are not. Even though they're completely wrong, because Chaos gets their hands on machines all the time, like the Dark Mechanicum, which are just Chaos Mechanicus. Anyways, most of them are robots. They talk in the Mechanicus-y voice. They have robots and other stuff. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, I should preference this in saying AI is banned in the Imperium of Man. There's no AI allowed. Unless it's super simple. Those robots right there, those robots behind me, those big robots, they have to be programmed mid-battle by a guy walking beside them. He's behind my head. There he is. But yeah, they have to be programmed mid-battle because AI or the soulless intelligence is super blasphemous. And, yeah. And, yeah, Adeptus Mechanicus. They fix all your machines. They love toasters. The meme is that they really, really, really like toasters. And, yeah, they want to replace their organs with toasters because reasons. Hey, Purple, what's the capital of Thailand? Exactly. What? Of Thailand. What? Huh? What's the capital of Thailand? I don't, what? The hell is happening? Okay. September, are we having arguments about which month is the best? I need to get through this very quickly. I'm gonna run out of time. Anyways, Mechanicus, they're cool. There's Belisarius Call. He's a giant centipede guy. Yeah. Also, you might be thinking, wait, didn't you say the, oh my god, funny potato enjoyer. Thank you so much for welcoming to Toaster. Hope you enjoy those emojis. Yeah. But anyways, but you know, so you know how the Imperium worships the god as emperor and thinks everything else is heresy? The Adeptus Mechanicus worship the Omnissiah, or the machine god. So shouldn't that be mega heresy? And it is. But the Imperium kind of just lets it slide because they make all their tanks, guns, and armor, and toasters, and spaceships, and literally everything that makes the Imperium work. So you can't really say, hey guys, stop doing that, because then they'll just say, oh, no more guns for you. Okay. So yeah, Mechanicus is a little heretical, but it should be fine. Okay, now we're off to one of my second favorite faction, the Imperial Guard. Also, wait, can we get some toasters in chat for Funny Potato Enjoyer? Did I say that? I don't think I said that. January is the best month! No, objectively wrong. Let's see. The capital of Thailand is... Oh no, that's a very unfortunate pronunciation in English. Let's see. Imperial Guard. Can I find a picture of their models? Imperial Guard. Models. There we go. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. The Rogel Dord battle tank. I mean, I like the Lehman Russ more, but yeah, whatever. Okay. Imperial Guard, second favorite. This is that type of file. I don't like that type of file. Please. There we go. Cadia stands. Sure. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright, screen capture the screen. I'm gonna have to run through this pretty quickly because I'm running out of time. Oh, thank you for someone just subscribed. Thank you so much. Purple, that's enough. I'm firing my warp cannon. I have control of a Blackstone Fortress. Jesus Christ. A Blackstone Fortress is basically just a Death Star. And there's a bunch of them flying around. Don't worry about it. Anyways. The Imperial Guard is the main fighting force of... Please don't tell personal information on the internet. Thank you. Please don't give away personal info on the internet. I keep trying to say that a bunch. Don't do it. Thank you. Let's see. Wait, why are you here? You should be on YouTube Kids. Sorry. Anyways. Let's see. The Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard, is like 95% of the Imperial armies. 95% of the battles fought by the Imperium of Man are done by the Imperial Guard, which are just normal guys. They're normal humans enlisted in the Guard, given like modern day style flak armor and a las gun. A las gun is a laser gun. It It has like 100-round magazine. It has 0 recoil. It could blow holes in concrete. It could blow limbs off of humans. If you're protected by a t-shirt, that limb is coming off. It's got a really decent range. It could just fire and fire. Its battery packs have, again, like 100 rounds per clip, and could be recharged by setting them in the sun. Or in an emergency, throwing them into a fire. It degrades it a lot, but still. But yeah, these are just... And the lasguns, it works underwater. You could submerge it in mud, pull it out, and it works perfectly fine. It never jams. It never misfires. You could, if in an emergency, you could prime the magazine, the battery pack, as a grenade. It is, and you know, the whole 100 rounds, no recoil, blow holes in concrete. It is canonically referred to as a flashlight because of how useless it is. In real life, like in modern days, that would be one of the best weapons, like, in modern history. A gun with 100 rounds, no recoil, blow holes in concrete, blow holes in armor. About as a little bit more powerful than, like, about as powerful as, like, a modern day assault rifle. Referred to as a flashlight because that's about as how useful it is. Because everything in 40k is so overpowered that nothing is, you know? The whole thing with the Imperial Guard is that, see, a single lasgun, even though it should be really powerful in real life, in 40k it's not. But the reason why they're able to win battles with something as useless as a flashlight is that it hurts. It doesn't really hurt like a battle tank or like a orc or a Necron if like a single guy shooting at you or 5 guys are shooting at you. But quote from an Imperial Guard commander: those who doubt the power of the lasgun have never run through a field of 1,000 of them. And that's the whole thing with the Guard. Your gun might be useless, but there's 1 million guys shooting at you, so that's fine. You got big bombardment cannons. You got like looks like 8 smaller versions of ATSTs. You got tanks. Oh boy, do you have tanks. The Astra Militarum has great tanks, dude. They look like a mix between World War I and World War II tanks, but even more chunky. They're really great. You love artillery. You love like World War II and like World War I, like tabletop games and like games in general. Imperial Guard's the way to go. Give them a plasma gun or something, and you're right in the future. They're very old school in style, but I like them because of that. They feel like a more modern day faction, I guess. Also, a sub-faction of them, because I have to bring them up now, are the Krieg. The Death Corps of Krieg have gas masks. They never take them off. Attack people with shovels. That's more of a meme. But they never run away. Instead of running away, they run at the enemy because they're like, yay, Death! I love Death! He was really cool in Puss in Boots. That's Death Corps. They just love death, as in them dying. So, yeah. Also, commissars! A very important part of the Imperial Guard are commissars. If you run away from a battle, the commissar is standing behind you and he'll just shoot you. Don't turn around. Go forwards. Grimdark, everybody! The Imperium Man are not good people. Let's see. Okay, I like that a lot. Yeah. Normal people when they get stuck in a room with a Warhammer fan who has 12 hours of lore presentation ready. You see, that's funny because I have 24 hours of lore that I could explain, but I'm not going to. Also, Commissar Yarrick was taken away from us too soon. Dang it, Angron. Anyways, I gotta speedrun this because I'm getting off at 8. Finally, we get to the aliens, the Xenos. Xenos factions. Eldar! Or Eldari. Asyarni? Craftworld Eldar. Eldar. The Eldar are literally just space elves. They're elves in space. 'They have, here they are. Alright. 'They have, 'They have 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 Save image as. Yeah. Yes, good. No. Open. There we go. Yeah. Screen cap, capture the screen. Alright, this is going to be a very, very quick summary of all the next factions. Eldar! Cool. They're really into magic. They got a lot of magic. They're very close range and very fragile, but also very fast. Their souls are being eaten by Slaanesh. So if they die without a spirit stone to capture their soul like a Pokeball, their soul gets eaten by Slaanesh. Not very fun, but it's their own fault. Anyways, you see they have giant robots of themselves called Wraith Knights. Let's see. And yeah, they're very close range, really powerful close range, but also very fragile. The Eldar also have these cool, like, smaller mechs down here-ish called Wraithguard. Basically, when Eldar die, their spirits get trapped in little spirit stones, little gems, and then they could plug them in to these constructs made of Wraithbone. Wraithbone is basically the warp magic made solid, and it's very tough, very strong, and they have little tiny robots, and also bigger robots called Wraith Lords. Plug the gemstone into there, and then they're basically like a dreadnought, you know. Then the dead Eldar soul could pilot around the robot and still help their living guys out. Yeah! They also have, like, transports and, like, aspect warriors and stuff. That's all too much for today, because I got, like, 10 minutes left to explain all of the Xenos. But yeah, elves in space. Drukhari! Oh, God! Dark Eldar. Let's try to do this without getting demonetized. You would be a Slaanesh Marine. Emperor's Children! Please give me an Emperor's Children Codex. I just want Emperor's Children Codex. Okay, let's try to do this without getting demonetized. Okay, so the reason Slaanesh is existent is because of these guys. So, you know furries, right? Yeah, well, you know, these guys are somehow more degenerate. I'm only kidding, of course. Let's see. These guys are the reason. Yeah, pretty sure it's Bricky's video. Yes, check out Bricky's video. He literally did this, but way better. He did this video that I'm doing now, but better. Like, way better. I've also stolen a few jokes from him, but I've also said when I do. So yeah, check out Bricky's video if you want an actually good version of the timeline. I'm literally just using this as an excuse to just talk about my favorite hobby. Well, actually, second favorite. It's about even with furry. You know, they're so different. They're almost the same price-wise, but sorry. Anyways, the Drukhari are even more fragile than Eldar and don't use psychic powers at all. They hate demons even more. They're basically pirates. They're space elf pirates. They love pain. As in, the way that they stave off Slaanesh is not through spirit stones or being a clown. I'll get to that later. It's by torturing people. There's no way around that. They kidnap people, they torture them, and their pain magically makes them, like, young and beautiful and not dying yet because they're constantly withering because of the whole Slaanesh thing. So they constantly have to raid real space. They're one of the smallest factions in universe. And the Drukhari are probably the most evil, sadistic. They're terrible people on purpose. They have to be terrible people, but, like, they also enjoy it too much to not be like, oh, I have to do this. Nah, they like it too much. Anyways, but yeah. They just like murder and all that. Let's talk about Harlequins! Space clowns! Okay, I really like the Harlequins. Probably because we have a lot in common, because clowns. Anyways. The Harlequins are very weird. They only have, like, 7 units or something dumb like that. But, like, so we covered space elves. Then we covered space dark elves. Now, let's cover space clown elves. Why aren't people screaming my name? What did I do? Oh no. Part 2 lore stream? That'll be tomorrow. With King of Gnomes. Anyways, clowns! These guys stave off Slaanesh by being clowns. They're in universe, no one knows why. When they die, they just come back to life. They worship the Eldar god Segura, or Kekarak, or however you say it. It's weird. They are clowns. They sometimes help the Imperium, sometimes they don't, sometimes they save people, sometimes they just murder people for fun. They love memes, and you can never hit them because they're doing triple backflips while also having holograms of themselves everywhere. And they love hallucination grenades and stuff, and they're clowns! It's the Twitter community! Yay! But yeah, it's just it's just space elf clowns. They have magic. They use psychers. They're a very small army, and if you want a super elite Eldar army, Harlequins, sure. 40k. Tyranids. Let's talk about the Tyranids. Space bugs of death. Did you ever see a cockroach and then, it pulls out its wings and then you scream? Well, yeah, that's Tyranids times a billion, because Tyranids are coming to eat the galaxy. That's it. They're hungry. They want that biomass, and they will get that biomass. And they'll make more Tyranids out of that biomass. They eat entire worlds. It's, yeah, they're just bugs. They're giant bugs. They're the Zerg from StarCraft, because they used to actually be the Zerg from StarCraft. Good job backing out of that deal, Games Workshop. Anyways, bro, I'm literally role-playing. Oh, could we not role-play? What? Sorry I'm not responding to chat as much. I'm really trying to speedrun this. But yeah, Tyranids, they're coming to eat the galaxy. They're probably going to win in the setting because there's like a trillion of them and they're really hard to kill. Because the more they eat... I mean, look at that guy behind me. Look at that guy. He has like a... Oh my god. I hate them. They're creepy. Anyways, but yeah. Do you know these guys have cults built around them? Let's talk about Genestealer cults. But yeah, Tyranids. Oh yeah, Tyranids have psychers. They're magic space mind bugs that like shoot electricity and have psychic shields and stuff. Yeah. Also, there's a trillion of them. It's not fun. They'll eat you and your entire planet. Let's see. Genestealer cult. Genestealers are a type of Tyranid that they're just a Tyranid unit. But Genestealers have this cool ability where they could basically infect somebody with Tyranid Genestealer virus and then make them loyal to Genestealers, infect their DNA. And then, with like... This will spread throughout a population slowly, as more and more generations happen. And eventually, all of these guys who are now like half Tyranid will rise up to take over the world, inviting the Tyranids down as star gods, and then the Tyranids eat them all. Genestealer cults have a real Mad Max vibe. Look at those bikes behind me. Look at those bikes in that truck. Like, they have this very, like, Mad Max ramshackle thing. They got wizards, they got mutants, they got a bunch of guns, and they also team up with the Guard, because they infect the Guard as well. They have, like, that guy, that's the Patriarch. He's a big Tyranid. He's, like, the biggest Genestealer, who's, like, in charge of the Genestealer cults. He has mind control powers. He, like, mind controls all the Genestealer guys. There's actually psychic powers on the tabletop called mind control and hypnosis, which, like, stop the enemy from, like, firing Overwatch or whatever. It's very weird, very interesting. And yeah, there's, like, a biologist behind this guy who looks like a scientist and stuff. Very cool, very creepy. Okay. Few more minutes left. I could do this. I really like Genestealer cults. Who's next? Ah, yes, the Tau Empire. Let's go with Tau Empire. Next. Tau Empire. Yeah, Tau Empire. Ooh, woo, rips out your eye. Ah! I remember that video. I played Tyranids first. I got my other armies before I got the other armies, so soft spot for them. Yeah. Oh, let's see. The Tau. These guys are jokingly referred to as weeaboo communists from space. One of them makes sense. The communist thing doesn't make sense, but, you know, they fight for the greater good. And they won't shut the hell up about the greater good, and their philosophy is the greater good. And, yeah. These are the Tau. They are all range. They cannot do a melee. So you know how a lot of factions have, like, melee, even though, like, guns exist? Tau said, yeah, you guys are dumb, and picked up pulse rifles. And just like, pew, 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 and use, you know, like, laser guns and, like, drones. They have flying drones and stuff to help them out with, like, guns and shields. And also, yes, they have giant robots. They have Gundams. They just straight up have Gundams. And yeah, their Gundams have giant jetpacks sometimes. That one has no arms but missiles. They have rail guns and, like, flying floating ships and stuff. And they're the weebs. They can't do melee. They literally can't. Walk up to a Tau, like, flick him, and he's going down. They have, as you could see, like, down there, kind of, not really well, because pixels, they have no noses, blue skin, hooves, and they're not humans. They're aliens. And also, they have this weird, like, thing on their foreheads, which are weird. Gundam, my fever broke. Oh, nice. Do you feel like a boiled sausage? Oh, I'm sorry, Ithaqua. Weeboots are communist and nothing makes sense. What? Anyways, they say they fight for the greater good, and they're like the Covenant from Halo. As in, they have a bunch of, like, other species friends. Like, they have the Kroot, which do their melee for them, which are Kroot carnivores. They're like, I don't know, this more savage race that, like, eat people. And there's, like, Vespid Stingwings, which are, like, insect guys. And, but they're not really represented very well. But yeah, Tau Empire. Do you like guns and range? Do you hate melee? Play Tau Empire. Do you like big mech suits? Play Tau Empire. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Necrons! Necrons! Let's go with Necrons. Actually, let's go with Leagues of Votann. Leagues of Votann. Leagues of Votann are space dwarves. They are very, very, very recently added. Oh, let's see. Yeah, here's the leagues. Nice. Yes. Leagues of Votann. Pulls out BFG. Big mistake. Can we not roleplay in chat? Thank you. Right. Let's see. Boop. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Nice. Okay. Leagues of Votann are space dwarves. And they actually have AI. They have robots. You see that guy with like a little like head like that? Yeah, he's a robot. And they're equal to the kid, which are the normal guys. Which is unheard of in the galaxy. They're the most quote unquote good faction besides the Tau, I think. Tau aren't necessarily evil. They treat their civilians well. But they also brainwash people. Like 1984 propaganda, everybody who like rebels is silenced type thing. And also the Ethereals are like a ruling caste who like are immortal. They aren't psychers. Tau have 0 psychers. Leagues of Votann, they do have psychers sometimes though. It's very weird. Yeah. Yeah. Leagues of Votann, they're super new. They barely have any lore. They're not evil, but they'll literally take anything. As in, like, if they think they've earned it more, if they need something, and they think they've earned it, they've done the work, then it's fine. As in, like, hey, we need all the food from your planet. You know, they'll just take it. You know, they're technically not evil, but yeah, rock and stone to the bone. Yeah, we fight for rock and stone. If you ever want to play Deep Rock Galactic as a faction, Leagues of Votann. Very new, were very overpowered when they released, because they were new. Okay, second to last, Necrons. Necrons. Yeah, okay. The Necrons. Necrons are, where is a good picture? Are these good pictures? Ooh, yes, this one. Aha, save image as. Yes. Yes! Okay. Necrons are, how do I put this? They're skeletons. They're, they're metal skeletons. You ever want a whole army of Terminators? There you go. They have Gauss guns that shoot disintegrating laser beams, that or lightning beams that like atomize people on target, on hit. They have like giant like War of Worlds like constructs. They have planes that look like a big croissant you see up there. That thing that they're coming out of is an actual model. It's a monolith that floats around like teleporting guys in. And also, they're probably... Oh, there's the Silent King behind me. And Catan. They used to be ruled over by the Catan until they blew them up and put... the Catan are also called the Star Gods. Then they blew them up into a bunch of shards and then put the shards in 2 Pokeballs and now throw the Pokeballs when they're in danger. It's pretty fun. But yeah, Necrons. Very, very simple. Necrons have a lot of lore. And surprisingly, for being a bunch of soulless killing machines, are very, very funny. Read Infinite and the Divine. It's a good book. Read it. It's funny. Anyways, but yeah, Trazyn the Infinite is my favorite character. And yeah, just Necrons. Space skeletons from space. They're mostly asleep right now. They're mostly asleep in Tomb Worlds. And Mechanicus guy goes, ooh, cool technology, beep, 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 boop. And then a million skeletons rise from the tomb to eliminate all life on the planet. Whoops! Whoops. Whoopsie doodles. But yeah, that's Necrons. Also, they'll be back. As in, if you kill them, they have something called reanimation protocols, which means they get right back up with their liquid metal bodies. Again, Terminator reference. This used to be a more blatant Terminator reference because this rule used to be called will be back. Like Arnold, the Terminator guy. Anyways, but yeah, Necrons, they'll be back. You shoot them, they get right back up. And of course, my favorite faction. My favorite faction. The last one we're covering today. Let's see. Yeah, the Catan are technically evil Gits. Yeah, speaking of Gits. Emo Papyrus is my favorite faction. Emo Papyrus, yes. I actually have Necrons right here. They're pretty cool. They sometimes modify their own metal bodies to have like 3 legs and like 4 arms or whatever. They're pretty fun. I like them a lot. We're talking about my favorite faction now. It's... God damn it! Oh my god, Ithaca, thank you so much for membership for 8 months! Oh, 8... I've known you for 8 months? Oh, it's felt like 4. Oh no, the march of time is endless and ceaseless. Please, no. Anyways, can we get some toasters in chat? Thank you so much. Or you generic purplegate. Have you talked about the best race yet? I have not. I have not talked about the Orks! Orks! Orks, 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 orks. Orks are my favorite faction. God, I love the Orks. They're really great, and I like them a lot, and they're great, and I like them a lot. Anyways, I'm trying to find a good picture. Here's the Greenskins, aka the Orks. Because they're not just Orks. They're Gretchen, aka Grots, aka Space Goblins. And Squigs, which are red meatball Pac-Mans. They're like a Pac-Man on legs and more demonic. That's the best way I could describe Squigs. Picture's low res, but still. Here they are. They are in yellow armor, because Flash Gits. Not Flash Gits. But they have Flash Gits. What are they called? Evil Sun. No, not Evil Suns. Those are the red ones. They go faster. But these guys are called the Bad Moons! I literally paint Bad Moons. I have Bad Moons. I have no excuse to not know these guys. But yeah, Orks! They're my favorite faction. They have a Ranshot. Yeah, the Orks. They go wah. Wah. They say wah, I guess. Oh my god, Ithaca, thank you so much for the $10! Bruh, I'm just talking about 40k. Dude, okay. I'm behind schedule. I gotta go somewhere in just a second, so I'm gonna fly through Orks faster than I can. But I'm still gonna spend a lot of time with them. Alright. Orks have this cool Mad Max Ramshackle aesthetic that I love. Ramshackle. Yeah, whatever. Aesthetic that I really, really like. They also have giant scrap robots that I love. Orks have this cool thing called the Power of the Wah. Basically, all orcs are psychic to a small degree. And basically, if enough orcs believe something to be true, it becomes true. So, like, orc guns should not work. They're like a case, a few springs, and like 2, like, loose bullets thrown into a shell. And it still fires. It shouldn't, like, their tanks and stuff should not work. Their engines are not hooked up right. They shouldn't work. But they do just because the orcs are stupid enough to believe it works, and the universe literally bends around it. I love that. Also, they talk like this. Use dipping something relevant to my interest you invisible get. Right, I should also give, while I'm talking about orcs and the power of belief, I should also get to their culture and their belief in color and stuff. As in, like, okay, so why Ithaca called me invisible is because different colors, like, you paint a vehicle a different color, it does something different. Yellow makes things explode better and means, like, wealth and stuff. If you paint something blue, it'll give it more luck. That's luck. If you paint something black, that means it's tough. Or black and white, I think? That means black and white checkers, I think? Or just black? I don't know. That means tough. They're really tough. If you paint something red, it goes faster. With, of course, the power of imagination and friendship. Literally the orcs. The red ones go faster. So all the speedy things will be painted red because in universe and on the tabletop, red painted things literally go faster. It's great. And they believe, as a meme, purple is the sneaky color. Do you know why? Have you ever seen a purple orc? Exactly. Purple. You've never seen a purple orc. That's why you can't see purple. Purple orcs are the sneaky color. That's why I am invisible. Anyways, but yeah, as you can see behind... Jesus, my voice. As you can see behind me, these are like the orcs, like, scrap titans and stuff. What, scrap, like, robots, killer cans, and Gorkanauts and Morkanauts. And behind me, right there, that's a Death Dread. They got a really weird way of talking and, like, really thick Cockney accents. And orcs are just really great. I just like them. They're very quirky. They actually have psychers. They have psychers that could, like, cast spells. They're called Weird Boys. I can't give anything else. They're just called Weird Boys. I love them. They're fun, and Gretchen are great. I wish for Grot Rebellion. But also, look at that gun on the orc thing. That's a minigun made out of miniguns. And as you can see back there, there's a little guy piloting it back there, sitting behind the gun. I love orcs. That is not a flamethrower. That is an energy gun. Orcs are great, man. Ramshackle, scrap titans, and just a billion guys in green charging forward towards you to smack you. Also, orcs are funguses. They're mushrooms. As in, okay, guys, we're gonna talk about orc reproductive cycles. Okay, so orcs naturally shed their skin and have spores. You know, they like shed spores like we shed skin. And when an orc dies, their body decomposes and releases a bunch of spores. These spores will grow into a big mushroom, and then out from the ground pops a fully grown orc. And that's how orcs are made. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. Orcs are actually as old as the Eldar. Yes, orcs were made by the old ones as a weapon race, which is why they love war. As in, orcs need war. They were made as a weapon. And they literally need war and fighting like we need food and water. An orc who is deprived of fighting will literally start to wither. Because orcs were made as, like, you know, a warrior race. As well as the Eldar, actually. Of course, the Eldar, the Eldar say, the orcs were the failed experiment. We were perfect. But, no, I'm going to say it's the reverse. Orcs were the perfect weapon. The Eldar philosophize. Like, what? You don't want to stop, you know, you don't want your perfect soldiers to stop mid-battle to, like, think about what they're doing. No, orcs are having a blast. Orcs are laughing and murder. Okay, maybe they're not good people, but at least they're having fun. I love kit bashing idiots though. Dude, I love kit bashing. I've built so many vehicles for orcs. Why buy like a $50 vehicle when I could just build it out of bits and scraps and garbage? I love doing that. But yeah, it's great. Anyways, that was the shortest I could explain orcs. God, I love 40k. I wish I could talk about it a bit more, but I have places to go and people to meet and food to eat as well. So, yeah, I'm a little behind. I'm 10 minutes overdue on schedule, so I will see all you guys tomorrow. Excuse me. I originally wasn't going to stream today, but then I did. And yeah. So there's non-canon faction of orcs who's run by a Flash Git called... Oh yeah, also if you're wondering, Flash Gits is an actual unit of orcs. That's where the Flash Gits animation guys get their name from, who do like the furry apocalypse things. Flash Gits are orcs with big, loud, annoying guns called snaz guns. And they're very annoying. And well, like in universe. And, yeah, they just shoot a bunch of stuff. Also, orcs, just one more thing about orcs, because I love orcs. Orcs have this cool thing called Daka Daka Daka. Basically, the belief that you might not hit anything. Sorry, you might have a crappy, like, hitting ballistic skill. Like, on a dice, they hit on a 5+. Like, on a d6, you have to roll a 5 or a 6 to hit. But it doesn't matter if you have a billion bullets. It doesn't matter how bad your aim is, if literally every square inch is filled with a bullet. That's what Daka is. Well, Daka just means firepower in orc, but still. But yeah, you could never have enough Daka. Anyways, oh yeah, right. There's the non-canon faction of orcs run by a Flash Kid called the Emperor, who's trapped for 3 weeks under a mosaic of the Emperor and became enlightened and now runs around as the Emperor and for the Emperor. Yes, I did know about those guys. Yeah, the for the Emperor. What? Anyways, sorry. Yeah. I could talk about their gods, Gork and Mork. One is cunning but brutal, and the other is brutal but cunning. That's hilarious. But I must go. Tomorrow, I'll be talking more about 40k with King of Gnomes going through the Horse Heresy and the what's it called? The Great Crusade Horse Heresy as a little Adeptus Furious. If you're annoyed at the amount of 40k that I'm going over, please, this is just a single week. Because as like a 40k week, it might not be a week long, it's probably only going to be 5 days, but still. Yeah, actually Saturday might just be memes as well. Yeah, Saturday's probably just going to be memes. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed me going on a big 2-hour tangent about 40k. Stream is generic Purple Scutari. I don't have a model for generic Purple Scutari. But yeah, anyways, I will see all you guys later. If you like that, hit all the buttons. If you didn't like that, hit the useless button. I still do look at like to dislike ratios, so it's not as useless as you might first think. Thanks, this was fun. I'm glad you think it's fun. I know a lot of my audience doesn't care about 40k, which is why it's just a special. Please don't think that this is where my channel's going. I have another channel for that. I just wanted an excuse to talk about 40k for a little while, for a few days. Yeah, anyways. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye! It was super fun.